Who let the dogs out?
We don't have a dog, isn't it?
Don't forget to subscribe to Summer and Zack.
Thank you.
Aleka. Namaskar, beautiful family.
Welcome back to another video.
So today we have another very special guest from US.
We have World of Adventures. We have Prashant and Margaret with us. And
Welcome.
welcome. We're so excited
Thank
to
you.
have with you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for joining us actually.
Hannah, we actually find out about you guys from Colleen and Sohan's channel because you guys also talk to them as well. I'm like, it would be awesome if we can get to talk to you and get to know you guys more.
And I guess that's the beauty of YouTube. We get to meet different couples and talk to them and get to know about them and make more friends around.
Right.
And they're actually living in New York right now, so they're very close to us. Next time whenever we do plan to go to New York or they plan to come to Canada, we'll definitely catch up.
They have a beautiful 6 years old daughter named Aleka, and we love to meet her in person sometimes when we move to visit New York.
Definitely. We'd be glad to have you guys.
Yeah.
And guys, we're gonna leave a link down to their YouTube channel and their Instagram page, so make sure you guys show them a lot of love. They do deserve it and they've been doing great. So make sure you guys show them a lot of love. And make sure you guys like this video and comment down below on what do you think.
Yes, so basically we're going to do a Q&A, but this time it's going to be a bit different. We're going to ask 6 questions and then we'll have 7 rapid fire questions, which we'll keep it a secret for now.
So the 6 questions, they already know what we're gonna ask them, so
Yes.
they're prepared with that. But the 7 rapid round questions, they have no clue.
Yes. So it'll be fun to watch. So make sure you guys stick to the end to know what are the 7 rapid fire questions. So we'll start with, how different is your life before and after a baby?
I would say very, very different. It's completely opposite from when we had her. Everything changes when you have a baby.
How you guys are, like, you guys just don't have to think much about, anybody else when you guys travel, or even like just doing a small trip, road trip or anything. Like, we don't have to think about any of that, but all that changes like when you have that baby. Like, it's just for the last maybe 6-7 years we've been seeing like so many zoos and what's the other one now, like
aquariums. You have to plan activities that will be fun for the kids as well. So there's a lot of planning involved. So as when they're a newborn, you've got to work around their schedule pretty much. Their feeding, their nap time. So it's a lot of planning that takes place. When we do travel, we try to find places to go that she would enjoy and have fun at, not just, if we want to go see something, she probably wouldn't enjoy that. So we have to incorporate something for her as well. So it's not, most of everything revolves around her.
Yeah.
It's a little better by age 7.
Yeah, it is. Like, we were able to do the zip line and like, that kind of adventurous activities now, because she were never able to like do it because she'd be always under the weight or under the height when we go try to do something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it can be quite taxing actually when you especially when you have a baby, to kind of figure out stuff around it. Even what you eat matters, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's very true, man. That's very true. Because they have their own picky, style and dishes that they want to eat, and everything.
You say you're not going to do something when you have a kid, but it all changes. You never know. You can't expect or plan for anything.
I would say it's like a huge sacrifice of your time and energy as well. Like everything has to be centered around the kid, right?
Right. And when we were talking about having children, that was one thing. We wanted to plan ahead, and we wanted to be able to provide for however many children we had. We didn't want to be strapped for money. If we had too many kids, and we had to consider traveling cost and flying to India, so all that, we have to take into
talked about all that before we even had
it's like it would cost a whole lot more money if we have 2 or 3 kids for the whole family to fly to India. So it's just something to think about, but it's a lot of work. One child is a lot of work.
Definitely.
And then they say, like once you have like 2 or 3, it's all easy.
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
We're happy with our one.
You get used to the first one, and then you know how to take care of the second one.
Yeah. We're content though.
All right. Question 2.
What we want to ask is like, when you first started dating, how was the society back then reacting to, like you guys walking on the streets or like friends talking about you guys?
Yeah, I grew up in the South. So it's usually smaller towns. So you don't have as many
Mix it.
race. Mixed race or different cultures. So yeah, I think when we first moved there, we did get a lot of stares.
Kind of like curious. They're curious to find out like who are these, are they couple?
Nobody ever says anything to you. Most of the time, nobody would ever say anything negative to your face. So when they're staring, we don't know what they're staring about.
It's more kind of
we
like
would always
curious.
just make a joke about it.
The people even like people always like tell us like your babies look. You guys, if you guys have babies, there's gonna be like gorgeous babies. You guys can, they always say that, like stop us and say like, do you guys have any babies? We're like, no. You guys need to make some. Like it's gonna be gorgeous. Their skin color is gonna be gorgeous. We're like, okay.
What do you think about like the Indian? With you bringing a white girl?
We never had the chance to live there in India. We go for a couple of weeks. So that time definitely we get asked like a lot of questions. Like people are curious to find out. They will ask like, who is she? That's your wife, or is it just like somebody asked her like, am I her guide, tour guide one time, or is it just? That's before we had Aleka, right?
Yeah.
And now everybody's like, they're pretty curious now. They're like, just where do you live? How you guys settled here? Or they'll come and ask all kind of questions.
Yeah, they're very friendly and interested to find out how we met and.
I still remember the first time when you were there, darling. Like there was like 100 kids like from a school. Like they were just visiting the beach and they saw her and they just wrapped her around. And then like I was nowhere close to her. Like they were like wrapped up around her, like taking pictures and all kind of stuff. I was like, hello. It was kind of a lot of fun. We never had any bad experience there either.
Well, usually in his town, I'm like the only white person you see. And I remember once a school bus of kids were going by and they all started yelling out of the window, Madama, Madama! I was like, I knew they were yelling something at me, but I didn't know what that meant. What is that, flooring girl?
Flooring girl,
something like
that. They call it Madama.
So cute. That's so cute.
Well, I just learned to wave at them and smile.
Yeah, once you wave at them and smile at them, they're happy and that's it. They're fun. It's all
happy.
fun.
They're like, oh yes, like a foreigner waved at me. Yeah, I'm happy. I can go to my mom and dad.
They
now.
probably go home and be like, oh my god, mommy and daddy, Madonna waved at me today. Wow. That's the highlight of my life so far. Okay, next question is, how would you describe your experience with the Hindu and American culture? Was it what you expected? I guess this was like going all the way back to when you first get to know each other, get to experience each other's cultures a bit more.
Like there's always those elements of surprise, right?
Yeah.
Well, my first experience, so I was raised Christian, Southern Baptist specifically. And so I'd never been to a Hindu temple or, we studied religions in college and high school some, but really didn't know that much about it. So we did visit a few Hindu temples. So I think the very first time I went, I felt really guilty that I was, I guess, turning my back on my religion. But I got over that really quickly. But yeah, it was really interesting to see how they pray and how things are done as a Hindu. So it's just eye-opening if you open yourself to learn about something else and, try not to force either your opinion, your religion on someone else. You can actually gain from that experience, I think.
Yeah.
For you?
So Mississippi, I think it's mostly like really religious. Population is mostly religious, so
most people attend church, and that's how you get to know people.
Yeah, so the church is really involved in their family life. So that's one thing we get to ask. They will ask. Growing up in India, I grew up, went to a Christian school. My college education was at a Muslim college. And so if you take like my 100 friends, so let's just say like 25 is going to be like Christians, to the next, 20 to 30 is going to be Hindus, and the next 20 or 30 is going to be like Muslims. So we have like that combination of all those religion growing up there. So I've been to mosque, I've been to churches for weddings or ceremonies, and then so it never felt any, we don't think about it. Yeah. And there we don't ask like if you're meeting a friend, like,
which temple do you go to?
Which temple you're like, are you a Christian or are you a Hindu? Are you a Muslim? We don't ask that. Yeah. We just hang out together, and then like maybe they'll figure out like with the names you might know, like, okay, this person is this. But still, there is some people like have different names, and then like you never would think like, okay, they're so that was entirely different here in South. They would
when you meet someone, that's probably one of the first questions someone asks in a small community is, which church do you go to? Oh, so they would ask him that, which church do you go to?
Or they would ask like, what religion are you?
Yeah. And he didn't know how to answer that.
So that was kind of like a little bit uncomfortable the first time. Like they look at you in the eye and like, it's like, what religion are you? That was kind of, I had to get used to it and just say like Hindu. And then when you say like, okay, if you're Hindu, they will invite you to come to the church and experience a Christian church. They give Bibles and stuff for Christmas time. So that's kind of
very different for you.
Very different that was kind of different for me.
Yeah, nobody asked me what religion I am in India.
Yeah, they don't ask like, okay, what religion are you, Margaret?
They're all very accepting. When you go to the Hindu temple, they're very nice, and they teach you and show you what they do or what to expect. So they're very friendly, very nice.
I think they want people to know the culture, right? So they'll invite you in. They'll be like, you know what? Yeah, you've probably never been here before. We'll show you.
Right, and they're not pushing themselves on you, which is nice. Yeah. They're just wanting you to know. Yeah.
That's interesting to know, actually.
Yeah, that is.
Question number 4. So you guys visited Kerala, right? This is just a question about Kerala. What was your biggest surprise about Kerala? This is for Margaret specifically.
Well, yeah, the very first time I came by myself and was supposed to meet him. He was going to pick me up at the airport. So I had no expectations other than American airports, I guess, that I'd been in. So when you walk through or walk out of the doors, there's hundreds of Indians. And this is usually at 3-4 a.m.
Yeah.
And there's just a sea of Indian people everywhere. And that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting it just to be empty and for him and maybe a few people waiting for family to come in. I did not expect a crowd. And of course, they're all staring at you when you walk through. I was so scared. I didn't know. I was like, how am I going to find him and all these people? I didn't have a cell phone. So yeah, that was very traumatic. I don't think I will ever forget that.
Yeah, she was very scared. She was like, she was almost about to cry by the time when I saw her. She was like, I didn't know I'm going to find you here. Like, I was like, how?
I was like, there's no way I'm going to find him and all these people.
Yeah. And we saw her like as soon as she walks out, like we can see from the crowd. Yeah. So I came to like where the exit is, and I just I
was like, how'd you find me? And the other thing is all the noise. It's very loud. A lot of cars honking. I did not expect that. Just constant honking.
Yeah, the first time she told me like, why are they honking? So I have no idea how they drive in America at that time. I never been here. I was like, what are you talking about? I asked her like, why? So you guys don't honk in America? Like when you guys drive? She's like, it's just like it's entirely different. This is not how you guys how we drive, and that it's going to be quiet. I was like,
they just honk at everything.
Yeah, I couldn't get that wrap around that to my head. Like, how do they drive like without honking? I couldn't get it
until he moved here. And then he was like, it's so quiet, nobody's honking. I'm like, I know.
Now nice. I noticed when we go back, I was like, well, why? I don't know why we honk.
Yeah, in India, it's like constant commotion, constant noise.
Even like if there is a traffic jam, everybody like just keep on honking.
When I went to India, I went to India
Yeah, you told me
in
that
2018. So I moved here in 2016. First thing I went as soon as I got out of the airport was people just honking, and I was like, Jesus, this sounds like it was so peaceful in Canada.
And you're for
Yeah,
a very long time. And then when you went back home and heard the honking, you were like, "Yep, I'm home." Like,
and I was annoyed.
that's the sound of home.
I was literally annoyed as soon as I went there. Like I seen this taxi driver honking at somebody crossing the road. I'm like, can you shut up? Why are you honking? He's like, and he in Hindi is like, "Arey, yeah," like he's like, "Ye bahut slow chal raha hai." He's walking very slowly. I'm like, so you need to honk at him.
They don't take their hand off of the horn.
Yeah.
It stays on there. Even you, when you go out, your hand's always on the horn.
Okay, next question. It's about your daughter Aleka. So she's growing up in an interracial household. Do you incorporate your cultures into her education? If so, how do you do?
Mostly when we go to India, she get to do most of our traditional festivals and things like that. And then if we go into Christmas or Onam, she were able to do both there, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, so when we go to India, she gets to experience that there. And so when we're here and we have that same holiday or festival during their time, we try to do that as well here in America.
Yeah.
So this year, Onam's coming up in August, so we're going to try to do a little something here. If we can at home, we may try to find some Malayalis that may be doing an Onam celebration that we can participate in with them. But yeah, we try to do the festivals and things here to kind of do a little of both.
Mm-hmm. And then with the language, I always speaks to her in my own mother tongue. So she understands it, but she don't speak really back. Yeah.
She's just now getting to the point where she wants to learn how to speak Malayalam. So she's now got the interest to do it. So she's trying a little harder now. But she understands it great, And we want her to be able to speak it fluently.
She'll be bilingual by the time she, moves to like school and all.
We hope so, yeah. We hope so.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
And it's amazing
We're working on
she actually wants to learn that.
Yeah. Tell Summer a little bit about Onam. Like, how do you guys celebrate?
So Onam is a festival like for 10 days, and the main celebration is like you buy gifts for everybody in the family, and then mostly clothes. That's the time like we used to get growing up, like new clothes, like it's Onam time.
It's like Chinese.
And the other tradition is like you sit down like using a banana leaves and you eat out of that on that day, like the family eats together with a bunch of different dishes, and then there is going to be a lot of games around the neighborhood. They all like do a lot of games, like.
Yeah, when we went in 2018, we were just driving down the street and there was a bunch of like teenage kids playing a game in the middle of the street, and they're throwing like salt water in their eyes, trying to hit a bag. What is it? A bag of money or something?
Yeah, there's a bag of money. Like they put that up there, and then they have to hit it to break it. And so there is so many games there, and that time it's pretty fun.
Yeah. They come to your house and sing and dance. Little kids around the neighborhood will come visit your house.
Yeah, they dress up like either tiger or
bears.
And
what do you give them? Money?
Money, yeah.
Give them a little money when they come by your house. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's really fun time.
That sounds so fun. That sounds like a festival that like kids will enjoy so much.
Yeah.
All right, the last question. As a family, what are some fun things you love doing together?
So we like to travel and visit different places. We really enjoy getting to see different parts of the world. We like to try different foods. She doesn't, but we go hiking a lot.
She likes those adventurous activities. She's where a point like where she's really into doing those kind of stuff. She shows that interest and she wants to do it. So we've been enjoying those kind of stuff really lately. That's just recently, like she's grown to do things like that.
We like to be outdoors, being active. She likes to ride her bikes.
We watch a movie like once a week, like with her or with us. We get to pick every one of us get to pick a movie and we watch that. Then we play cards. That's one of our fun time things. You guys probably even the last time when we went to India, so we took all these cards there and we had so much fun. Playing with my family and stuff, because we don't have anything like that growing up like us. So we took it and my family had like a blast, playing with us. So all that things, we do that for a fun time. Now after doing the YouTube, now this is keeping us a lot busier than we thought.
But now it's good though, because you guys get to enjoy, like, also she gets to enjoy a lot of outdoor time.
Yeah.
She's at the point.
Yeah.
She's very active. She likes to play a lot. So.
Who is the chef at home?
We both cook. Because
he cooks more Indian food. I cook the American food. This is rapid fire. We're supposed to answer quickly.
Oh, is it really? Yeah.
No explanation.
All right. Fill blanks. For Prashant. Margaret is? Come on.
Another hat for Prashant.
All right. For Margaret, Prashant is?
Very sweet.
Okay.
Oh.
And for both of you, Aleka is?
Oh.
Aleka is the sweetest.
Very adventurous.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Question 3.
If you could have 3 wishes right now, in this moment, what would they be? So you guys gotta be quick. You have 30 seconds to decide on the spot. Otherwise, it will disappear.
3 wishes.
Retire now and travel around the world with Aleka and her.
Good health for all of us.
Yeah.
Is that 3?
That's 3, isn't it?
That's 1. Wait, you guys
That's
need
2.
to. 2. So 1
He
more.
said retire now.
Retire now, yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Travel and good health and happiness.
Great. Okay. That's great.
Okay. Question 4. Share the funniest moment in your life as an interracial couple.
So it's what can we come up with really fast, darling? Lord.
I'm so bad. Funniest moment.
Funniest moments.
You might have to pause.
20 minutes later.
We went to visit like Thailand one time, and I had like the Indian passport, and she was already past the security. They didn't let me in. They said like you have to go through another way, like you cannot come in, and she just panicked. That's.
I don't think that was funny. That was more traumatic.
Either.
When we went to the beach in Kollam, a whole class, I guess they were on a field trip of Indian kids. And when they saw me, they just started surrounding me. So I was in the center. I have a picture of it.
Yeah, we have a picture.
I'm in the center of all these kids, and they're pulling my hair, filling of my hair. And I'm like looking at him like, please come save me, because I didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, they're just touching me and touching my hair. And finally their teacher came and was yelling at them, leave her alone.
Question 5. Who will Aleka favor more in an argument?
Me.
Yeah, Maggie is a favorite. She's her goes to.
He's a little harder on her.
Yeah.
So she knows she can give me a sad face and I cave.
Yeah, she gets into it. She knows it.
Question 6.
Share one weird thing about each other.
A weird thing?
She's very shy, in my opinion.
That's not weird.
That's not weird.
That's not weird.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't
He
count.
thinks it's weird.
Because how was things like once you're husband and wife, the shyness would go away. But she's still, certain things she's really shy.
I think when we meet new people, I'm very shy. So he thinks that's weird that I'm not so talkative the whole time.
She's really like reserved, and when we especially meet new people, like she will,
So one weird thing about him that we were just talking about today,
what is it?
When he's here in America, if you ask a question, he normally just shakes his head yes. But when he is around Indians, or if we are in India, he does the head bobble for. I can't even do it. So we were with a group of Indians yesterday, and the head do it.
Yeah, she told me like I was doing that back there. I was like, I didn't know that.
But you only do that when you're around Indians. It's hilarious.
I think that's because I have like probably that it kicks in.
Can you do it? No. Do your wobble. You can't even think about it.
You put me on the spot now, girl.
If he thinks about it, he can't do it.
Yeah. I think it's had to come like natural.
And you guys do it in rhythm, like I do it in rhythm like that.
Yeah, I can't either.
Perfectly.
It's a skill.
It is. I agree.
Yeah,
All right,
good.
final question. This is not related to anything. This is just
It's
something
one random question that
we decided to put in.
like
Just a
pop
random
in your
question.
head. Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
We don't have a dog, isn't it?
The funny thing is, Prashant doesn't get the joke. That's
No, I don't. That's what I was like, what is it? Oh, is it just, I got it. Is that the, okay.
Who let the dog? You haven't heard that song?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to play in that song.
Okay. I didn't get the joke still.
I guess
He's writing it down so you'll remember.
Margaret, you have to make him listen to that song.
Yeah.
Cute. I love your talk.
Thank you. Thank you.
you look like a Disney princess. You could definitely be like a Disney princess.
Yeah. What are you watching?
Princess Elena of Avalor.
Princess Elena of Avalor.
Oh,
She made herself some little wings earlier.
oh, that's so sweet.
You're so cute.
Yeah.
All right, Aleka, for us, can you tell our subscribers to subscribe to our channel?
You just
You can just
subscribe to someone?
Yeah.
You can do it.
No, you
Hurry,
do. She
hurry,
do
hurry.
that all the time.
Just say, don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, just say
You can
don't
do
forget
it.
to subscribe.
Please.
Thumbs up.
You ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Don't forget to subscribe to Summer and
Summer and
Zack.
Thank you.
Aleka.
And don't forget to subscribe to the World of Adventures to Prashant, Margaret, and Aleka.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
See you next week.
Bye.